Sometimes bigger is better. One of the first features we all remember about trucks is that they're, well, big. While trucks are already known for their size, some trucks really take it to the next level when it comes to showing off their size. Time after time, truck makers, or just truck enthusiasts, keep trying to one-up each other with their size, and it has led to these amazing trucks being produced. From the world's largest dump truck to a truck that doubles as a train, these are the 10 biggest and longest trucks in the world. Number 10. FAYMONVILLE. The FAYMONVILLE Module Max is one of the most impressive trucks you'll ever see in your life. When it's fully unloaded, you might just confuse it for a regular old truck that carries around normal cargo. But this thing is able to do so much more than that. This truck has enough strength to carry around a 400-ton tank around its back with no issues whatsoever. If the cargo is particularly long, you can attach a module at the back of the cargo to give it some extra wheels. The module doesn't have to be connected to the truck itself. It just has to be connected below the cargo. Overall, the FAYMONVILLE Module Max is able to carry a load of around 500 tons. So we've only reached the tip of the iceberg when it comes to how powerful this thing is. It's mainly used for military and industrial purposes. Number 9. NICOLAS TRACTOMAS TRD100. When it comes to large semi-trucks, it doesn't really get much better than the NICOLAS TRACTOMAS TRD100. This is the largest semi-truck in the entire world. It features a 1,100 horsepower engine, making it capable of easily carrying a payload of around 350 tons in open pit mines. This truck is mainly meant to be used in far-flung construction sites, which is why you might be surprised when we tell you that this thing has off-road capabilities. Of course, it's not performing stunts on top of rocky mountains or anything like that, but this truck doesn't need a road to safely transport all the materials that a construction site needs. This truck could be a breakthrough for the construction industry, especially those areas that don't have a lot of road connectivity anyway, since this thing can squeeze its way into almost any surface you can imagine. Number 8. KOMATSU 960E. Now, we all know what you're thinking. Why on earth do we need a special dump truck of all things? Well, just think about it. Dump trucks are used in almost every construction project in the world. They're essential, and it makes so much sense to improve upon them rather than just keep using the same old technology that we're all used to. That's why KOMATSU developed the 960E, the largest dump truck in the world. First introduced at the Mini Expo 2012 Las Vegas convention, this dump truck would completely change the construction industry as a whole. It's able to carry a payload of over 327 tons, far greater than any other dump truck in the market. It is extremely powerful, with an engine of around 3,364 horsepower, and it has a max travel speed of around 64.6 kilometers per hour, just to top things off. Number 7. HENGSRØD AS. If any of you have already seen the Transformers movies, you're probably not too shocked that a truck like this one exists. Norwegian company HENGSRØD decided to take the concept of a semi-truck and pretty much turn everything we know about it upside down. You see, on the surface, this thing looks like any other semi-truck, which makes it a capable vehicle on its own. But it can do so much more. This vehicle can extend enough to attach an entirely new module onto it, making it capable of carrying double the load of a regular semi. This can be incredibly convenient, since normally it will only need to be in its base form. But if there is a need for it, it can easily be extended to twice its normal capacity to help companies, governments, and businesses transport all sorts of different goods. Number 6. BELAZ 75710. Haul trucks are already known for being some of the coolest trucks in the world. They are known for having an extremely high payload capability, along with the ability to go off-roading. Believe it or not, despite even the most basic of haul trucks being ginormous, there are actually different classes of these, the highest of which is the Ultra class. The BELAZ 75710 is perhaps the most notable haul truck ever made. It's the largest truck of its kind, weighing almost 800,000 pounds on its own. It actually has a diesel-electric hybrid engine, so it might not even be that bad for the environment. Along with being the largest truck of its kind, it's also the haul truck with the largest payload capacity in the world, capable of carrying around 496 tons of weight. Number 5. Mercedes-Benz Unimog U 5000. When we're talking about the largest trucks in the world, you don't normally think of pickup trucks being included in the list. Well, the Mercedes-Benz Unimog U 5000 is about to change your entire perception of what a pickup truck can be like. This is the single largest pickup truck ever made, and from its design, you'd probably think of it being a military truck instead of a civilian one. The truck uses all the design elements of the truck you'd be used to in the military, but it brings those capabilities to the public. This truck is an absolute beast. It has a torque of around 810 Newton meters, a hydraulic power steering, and fully synchronized reverse steering. It weighs a staggering 16,000 pounds, making it by far the largest pickup truck in the world. Number 4. MACK Titan. When it comes to large trucks, it's impossible not to mention the MACK Titan. This truck simply screams power, and it definitely earns its moniker of the most powerful truck in the United States. With the help of a custom 300-foot trailer, this truck was able to haul it without even breaking a sweat. As far as trucks are concerned, it certainly doesn't get more American than this one. You can even argue that this is more of a train on the road rather than a truck, but whatever the case is, none of it would have been possible without its massive size. The best part about it is that it can be modified in all sorts of different ways, making it capable of carrying out all sorts of jobs while having the same accessibility as a regular truck. Number 3. Hitachi EH5000 AC3. Hitachi is already well known for making some of the most reliable trucks in the world. This Japanese company isn't really known for taking a lot of risks with its products, which is why the world was shocked when they announced the Hitachi EH5000 AC3, one of the largest dump trucks in the world. It's certainly the largest truck Hitachi ever made, although it's smaller than some of the other dump trucks on the list. However, in typical Hitachi fashion, they made sure that this truck isn't just large, but also efficient and reliable. This truck has a lot of off-road capabilities, durability, while also not requiring nearly as much fuel as some other dump trucks. Hitachi wanted to make sure that this truck doesn't just get the work done, but it gets more work done. Using this truck resulted in lower fuel consumption and lower transportation costs for industries. Number 2. Scania R730 QUBEV. Scania is a Swedish giant when it comes to automobiles, but surprisingly, it isn't really known for its large vehicles. Most of their vehicles are passenger cars, not trucks, but they weren't one to be left behind in the race to make the largest truck. The company's subsidiary in Australia decided it wanted to make the biggest truck the company has ever attempted, and it was an astounding success. With a few extensions, this truck was able to carry a load of over 220 tons, turning into a train of sorts. It was one of the largest trucks ever made in Australia, although not exactly the largest. But it was also a huge feat for European car makers. Number 1. The Centipede. For this one, we're back in the land down under. Some Australian enthusiasts set out to make the longest truck ever made in history. It was titled the Centipede. Not the human kind, thankfully. The Centipede was approximately 60 meters in length, which is almost 200 feet. It consisted of a driver's cab and 6 trailers, and cost over $1 million to make. Once this truck got going, it just kept going. It took over 4 kilometers for the truck to come to a halt after it began accelerating. The Centipede was able to haul a total weight of 130 tons in the remote deserts of Western Australia, where road conditions aren't the best in the world. But it was certainly a feat that no one is ever going to forget. Alright, comment down below which of these trucks shocked you the most. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to TechJoint. See you in the next one.